Be more here. So, real quick, I'm gonna do a video showing you how to take a radiator apart. Let's say, okay, my situation, I have a blown head gasket. Well, I bought this truck. Truck was good, you know, trusted the guy, and here I'm a mechanic, so I should know better. But sometimes you just can't see signs of a vehicle having a bad head gasket, especially if someone's patched it up. You know, just like a temporary patch. Drive it. It's not. I mean, come on now. You can be fooled, mechanic or not. Anyway, that aside, I bought a truck. Had a blown head gasket. I didn't know that at first. I did a flush on it, you know, a super flush. Once I did that, I wound up washing all the head gasket repair sealer out. Like I blew all the chunks out, everything. Once I did that, truck started overheating. Okay, well, not only that, but radiator was clogged as well from putting the head gasket sealer in. See, that's one thing you got to watch. If you're ever going to use head gasket sealer, you have to be careful, because it will clog other things up, especially your radiator, your heater core. Those are the main things. Those are the two most common things that will get clogged if you don't put head gasket sealer in properly. If you put head gasket sealer in 9 times out of 10 with you mix it in with your coolant, it's probably going to clog shit up. Anytime you use gasket sealer, head gasket sealer, you want to use water. Okay? Anyways, I'm going to show you all how to take these radiators apart. In my case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this radiator apart, clean it out the best that I can because it's clogged, and it's causing, not only is the head gasket that's causing the truck to overheat, but being that the radiator's clogged, it will not allow it to flow. So even if I went ahead and put head gasket sealer in this again just to get me a quick fix, it still ain't going to work because my radiator is causing the truck to overheat as well. So either way, I have two problems. Bad head gasket and clogged radiator. So I got to start somewhere. Let's go ahead and get this radiator unclogged. That way I have a good flow, and then we can do the head gasket. We can put the head gasket sealer in just to do a temporary patch until I can get it fixed the proper way. So real quick, I'm going to show y'all right here. What you got here is, you see, make sure y'all can see that. What you got here is, let me see. You see these metal tabs here? You bend them back. You bend all them back. Okay? Once you bend all them back, this cap will come right off. And I'm going to tell y'all that because if you've ever had a radiator took to like a repair shop, something like that, that's how they do it. They will take and do the same thing I'm doing and charge you about the same amount, if not close to it, what you would pay to buy a brand new radiator. But in my case, I'm doing this just to get this free flowing for now until I can patch up this head gasket. Then, once the head gasket's patched up, because this is freely flowing, then I'll put a brand new radiator in the truck. I'll get rid of this, okay? Even though I can get this cleaned out, whatever the case is, it's still not going to be as efficient as if it was extremely clean. You're not going to get this extremely clean because it has to be dipped in acid, solutions, and stuff like that. But I can get it somewhat better than what it is now. Right now, what this radiator is doing is it's only flowing. Okay, here, let me give you a better view of this radiator here. So right now, this radiator is only flowing. Once you fill your cap, your neck here, once you start filling that and fill the radiator up, okay, what this is doing is it's filling this. Instead of it filling this and all the way through, which it should basically fill the whole radiator, you know, from here over all the way up. What this one's doing, because all this is clogged except for just a couple ports up top here, it's filling this here all the way up until it gets up to about here. Once it gets to about here, that's when it wants to start flowing over to this side here. So it fills here, it fills here, and just at the top here. Therefore, all this is not being cooled, so I'm not getting no efficient cooling here. So basically, my water pump is flowing all that coolant through the motor. It's flowing it through the motor, right, back into just these sides here, and it's restricting itself. So all it's doing is getting hotter a lot faster. It will not cool. This thing will peak out, bad head gasket or not. This is going to cause your vehicle to overheat. So we got to clean all these ports out. Anyway, long story short here, let's go ahead and start peeling these back. Let me see. Get this where y'all can see here. Okay, y'all can see pretty good right there. Let's see. Get you set up here. There you go. Alright, so we'll go ahead and these tabs here. Let's see. These tabs right here. See these tabs here? You want to go ahead and gently peel them back, just like that. Just like that, okay? All them tabs get peeled back, okay? Let me put my gloves on real quick. It is pretty cold out here. It's about, I don't know, 25 degrees right now. And that's another reason why I want to do this, because right now I'm wanting to put water in the radiator, because antifreeze gets a little expensive when you got to keep pouring it in. So I'm wanting to put water in this thing, and I mean, it's getting down to, you know, below freezing here. So I'm gonna either way, I'm gonna destroy this radiator putting water in it like that. It's gonna crack the plastic once it freezes. So I'd rather crack this thing myself doing it this way than put water in it and it crack that way. Or my block crack on me here. Even though it's aluminum, it's less likely to crack than a cast iron. But you know, we don't use cast iron these days unless you're old school. Just keep peeling these back, all of them, just like this. Peel them back just enough. You don't have to peel them back a whole lot, just enough. Because once you get one side peeled back, you got the other side to peel back too. And that there will give you all the room you need. This thing will pop right off. You'll see. I've done this a few times in the past. And then once you're done cleaning this, I don't know if I'm going to do a whole video on putting it back together. We just want to take it apart for now and get it cleaned out. That's what this video is going to be. But to put it back together, you're going to do it in reverse. But instead of using a flat head, you're going to use a rubber mallet, either a rubber mallet or you know, plastic mallet, something softer than metal. Something much softer than metal. You go beating on this thing with a metal hammer, you'll tear the crap out of it. You'll crack it to pieces, dent it all up. You'll just be wasting your time. You do something like that. So anyway, this here cap is ready to come off, okay? See that there? Let's see here. This is, get a couple more here. Let's see here. We got a couple more here on this side here. Okay, I don't want this video to be too long here. We're already 10 minutes in, so let me go ahead and get these few here and alright, this cap will come right off here. I went ahead, I got them all bent back. Let's see what this thing does. Ready? See that there? There's your cap. Okay. This right here, I have a manual. This right here, see that little aluminum block in there? That is for an automatic transmission. That is your transmission oil cooler. Okay. So that, I care less about that. Here you have your, see here, you have your gasket here. Go ahead and pull this gasket out for y'all. Got your gasket here. Really, I should leave that in there. But it's alright, we're going to pull it out. It don't get in our way. Okay, so now, here's what you have. See that? See that? That is from head gasket sealer, okay? That's what it does. It wants to seal up all these small holes here. Any small hole you have, once it hits a certain temperature, it wants to expand and seal small ports. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get those unclogged there. It's gonna be tricky because we're gonna need a metal clothes hanger or a thin rod, like you know, dipstick, something like that. I got something that might work. Let me grab it and I'm gonna show y'all. Not sure how well this is gonna fit, but this is a flat bar, stainless steel. You know what we call these? They're for unlocking doors. In case you lock your keys in. You know what we call those. If you know what it's called, leave a comment. Yeah, this don't quite want to fit like I want it to. Let's see here. See if we can open it up some here. Oh, okay, it's fitting. Okay. It's a little bit too thick. Anyway, that is how you take apart a radiator, okay? A plastic one. Now, the aluminum ones, you can't take those apart. You got to cut the welds, re-weld it, and all that. They're not meant to be opened. They're really not even meant to be clogged unless you're an idiot. Those are them aluminum radiators are for racing. They're high performance. They're expensive, so you really don't want to destroy those. Anyway, be more. Signing out. I hope I was able to teach y'all something. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment, and more importantly, subscribe to the channel. Be more, signing out. Thanks.